Hey guys, John here again with the Grumpy Sports Dad Talk Show. I'm John the Sports Dad, and gonna make you a list real quick of my top 5 all-time shooting guards. Now, this list is not gonna come as much of a shock to anybody. Most of you guys probably can tell. I mean, we have a couple that have set themselves apart so far from the group. And so number 1, went right to the chase, Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan is a 6 times final MVP, 11-time All-NBA player, 3-time Steal Champ, Rookie of the Year, 5-time MVP, 6-time champion, 6-time Finals MVP, and he won a Defensive Player of the Year award. Career field goal percentage just under 500 at .497. Averaged 30.1 points per game for his career. His career average is 30 points per game. And that's including those last 2 years in Washington. And averaged 5.3 assists per game. So that's a career assist. So anybody that says Michael Jordan didn't know how to pass, you are flat out wrong. There are point guards that play today that have less than that. Don't mind my kids. They're making some noises today. My wife is wrangling up some kids. And, this is the Grumpy Sports Dad Talk Show. Number 2, the Mamba, the Black Mamba. May you rest in peace, Mr. Kobe Bryant. So Mr. Kobe Bryant is a 5 times champ himself, MVP, 12 all-defensive teams, 12. He got more all-defensive teams than Michael Jordan did. 15 All-NBA, averaged 25 points per game on 44.7% shooting. Now, the reason why I blaze past both of these guys is because these are the mirror image of each other. And I just listed their stats. And so because when I talk about one, I'm talking about the other. And these two guys in particular, intermixed with probably Hakeem Olajuwon, have the best work ethic of anybody that's ever played in the NBA. Kobe Bryant probably being number 1. They did anything that they needed to win the game. And I remember I was listening to a story by Stephen A. Smith, and he had made a comment, and it pissed Kobe off. He said it made a comment in calling one of the games. He said, Kobe's playing selfish basketball right now, and he didn't like it. Kobe Bryant said, you know who this is. Call him at 2 a.m. Give me a call back. I want to hear from you before you go on air. And he said, well, did you see? He said, yeah, I made the comment because I felt like you weren't passing the ball. He said, well, did you see him miss those 3 passes that I sent to him for an easy layup? Did you see him do this? Did you see him do that? He does, I watch him and I know his work ethic. Why would I pass them the ball when I know that they have done nothing to deserve it? And, I mean, what can you say to that? What can you say to that when you know that this guy does 3 a days, 4 a days, working out, multiple hours in the gym every single day, more than 6, 7, 8 hours in the gym every single day, no days off, didn't drink, didn't party, didn't do any of that stuff in season. He had a goal that needed to be accomplished, and he did anything that he could to accomplish that. And the same thing goes for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the same exact player. Every practice was intense. Every moment was intense because he knew what he needed to prepare for, especially in his early career. We're talking Michael Jordan now having to prepare himself going through them bad boys Detroit Piston teams because those teams were out to hurt you. They wanted to hurt you. Bill Laimbeer wanted to hurt you. And that's all there was to it. All right, now these bottom 3 are going to were a little bit harder for me. The first one being a little easier than the other 2. But my number 3 shooting guard all time is D-Wade. Dwayne Wade. D-Wade, I mean, what was he, 6'4", and I think he had a 6'9" wingspan. So this guy had just freak long arms. He was a 3 times NBA champ, 8-time All-NBA player, Hall of Famer. No, forget that. All 3 are Hall of Famer. 19 points. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. 22 points per game and 5.4 assists. 3-time All-Defense player, and he won a Finals MVP and was a scoring champion 1 year. And everybody knows that D-Wade had a pretty, well, not everybody, but D-Wade had a pretty serious shoulder injury. I think it was 07, 08 maybe, the year after they won the year after him, Shaq, and Alonzo Mourning won it. And it didn't ruin him, but he was never quite the same after that. So he had a good, because he was drafted the same year as LeBron, he had a good few years where he was pretty dominant. But that year that they won it, when he was the MVP and he had Shaq on his team, that season in particular, I mean, he was just the Energizer Bunny. Go, 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 go. And he was absolutely unstoppable. He had, and I remember watching this game in particular, I was watching this game. He did a bring around jump, and he jumped about 6 feet drop step. So he's jumping and he's bringing the ball around the top of his head, drop step. He lands, plants, goes immediately back up, and he dunks the ball. Goes this way, brings it back, 2-arm, boom, and dunked the ball on Amari Stoudemire. And I was just like, in shock, absolute shock. And that same game was the game that he had a behind the back block on Amari Stoudemire and hit a full court shot to end the third quarter. And this guy was just a human highlight reel, and it was unfortunate that he had to have those injuries and his body kind of started to break down on him at the end of his career, which is common. You know, it happens a lot. But number 3 come up short up with D-Wade. Number 4. Now, this is where some people are going to be upset with me, and I didn't pick any of the old guys. I'm sorry. No disrespect to Pete Maravich, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, who are kind of like a hybrid point guard, shooting guard guys. But my number 4 is my guy, ex-Seattle Sonic, Ray Allen. Now, as you guys know, Ray Allen had the 3-point field goals made record, and he held that until Steph Curry took it about, 4 or 5 years ago now. And I remember early in Ray Allen's career, which was kind of awesome, and I know he kind of had to do it to preserve his body, but a lot of people don't remember, like I remember Ray Allen when I was a kid. Ray Allen, when he was younger, he banged on everybody. He was a dunker. And when he was a Sonic in particular, was kind of when he was starting to slow down on that so that he could conserve his body, and he became a 3-point shooter. He had a year where he averaged .444% from 3-point field goals. And so anybody that says Ray Allen was not a consistent 3-point shooter, you're wrong. And I remember the confidence that this guy had. I think it was Stephen A. again had asked him in an interview post-game one time when he was a Sonic, so you didn't shoot the ball very good today. How do you feel about that? He goes, I was shooting it good. It just wasn't going in. So this guy had, he was the epitome of having confidence in yourself and having that portrayed in your game play out on the basketball court. Because he was absolutely lights out from 3-point. In his younger career, he banged on everybody. He won a ship at UConn over Allen Iverson. And I mean, there's no argument, I feel like, for many that this is one of the best pure shooters, probably best jump shooter of all time. I say that through gritted teeth because I kind of am biased with Ray Allen over Steph Curry, but he's definitely number 1 or number 2. And to shore up my list, I'm going to say that this guy had injury issues. He had the injury bug, and so he had a big part of his career that was kind of stripped from him because of so, and that's Tracy McGrady. Now, the reason why I picked Tracy McGrady was this guy was 6'9", and he wasn't one of those guys where it's like they kind of play. This guy played like a 6-footer. He was so fast, so calculated, so amazing on the basketball court. I remember he had a game where against Kobe Bryant he dropped, and I remember watching it, I think it was 45 points. And in particular in that game, there was one-on-one matchups with him against Kobe Bryant, whom, as you guys all know, I mean, what was he, 9, 15, 12 all-defensive first-team awards. And he made Kobe Bryant look so silly that entire game that Kobe, after the game, had made a statement that him and his teammates were doing 2-a-days for the rest of the month. And Tracy McGrady unfortunately never won a ship. He was, let's read off his. So Tracy McGrady was a 7-time All-NBA player. He was a 2-time scoring champ, Hall of Famer. He averaged 19.6 points per game, and he had a 43.5% field goal percentage. So accolades, it's just not even close in comparison to some of these other guys. And it goes on back, there's no MVPs, none of that stuff. And so pardon me to everybody else that was on most people's list. I chose because when I make my list, I want to know whom is going to be the best if I'm playing a pickup basketball game. Who can I pick that is going to help me win this game over anybody else? And so that's how I decide. That's how I make my decisions. So top of the list, Jordan. Number 2 is Kobe. Number 3 is T-Mac. Number 4 is... Number 3 is D-Wade. Number 4 is Ray Allen. Number 5, T-Mac. That's my list. Let me know what you guys think. Remember to like and subscribe to my page. It would be awesome. If you give me a share, all this, all that. Thanks for listening again, guys. Peace.